Hello and welcome. In this session, we will discuss about the RFID applications. RFID is most important and a leading technology in the field of Internet of Things, and it will allow development of new applications and services. Obviously, by taking the advantage of already existing networks and the servers. There are wide uses of RFID system, basically tracking the items or tracing the items, access control, location-based services, process control. So a number of other applications are there of an RFID system, but there are some which are important and largely implemented. We'll discuss those. Some of those are logistics and supply chain, production monitoring and maintenance, product safety, quality and information, access control and tracking and tracing of individuals or the animals, loyalty, membership and payment, and some household applications. So we'll discuss one by one in detail. RFID technology is used in logistics and supply chain on large scale. This is the major application of an RFID system which has been implemented all over the globe. In distribution and logistics, many of the types of the products, the tracking and tracing of the product, the processing of the products, and location-based services of the product, where they are stored in the where they are stored in the warehouses, how they are taken out of the warehouses, their transportation, everything is being looked after by the RFID tags or the RFID system. Most importantly, the non-line of sight characteristic of RFID, which is very much useful for the logistic and supply chain applications because it replaces the concepts like barcode and the QR codes. The use of RFID for logistic or supply chain makes the inventory and tracking of the items more efficient and reliable. Obviously, each and every smallest of product as is having an RFID tag associated, so it cannot be a costly item, so it has to have a passive tags which are more suitable for this kind of applications. There are some global examples which who have implemented RFID in logistic and control. The Metro Group in Germany have implemented RFID logistic and control in 2004 by using passive tags. Then there is Walmart in US, Tesco in UK, Ochan in France, and Procter and Gamble. They have implemented these RFID based systems worldwide. So the technology of RFID is being used by most of the worldwide globally known brands or the organization for the logistics and supply chain. In logistics, there are two subcategories in which the tags are divided or the system or RFID system is being divided. There are some in-house logistics, closed and open loop logistics, postal applications, dangerous goods logistics. These are using the passive tags because it needs to have a smaller or cheaper cost associated with that. And there are some manufacturing logistic which can have passive as well as semi-passive tags. So some increased cost can be afforded by the manufacturing logistics. Considering the old and traditional logistics system, where the boxes are attached with some labels, those labels will be carrying the information regarding the boxes and the products inside it. So reader has to read each and every label on the box, identify the data, and this identification process is very slow, and manual data record keeping is being used. Whereas in current logistics system, the boxes were having some barcodes or some other kind of codes which will have the information associated with them. So these barcodes will be read by the reader or the user, and he has to go to each and every box. So again, this process is very slow. Only the benefit is the digital database is being maintained in this system. So the identification process per item is also again slow as it was in the previous way. Considering the advanced logistics systems using an RFID system, where the boxes are having RFID tags associated with them, along with the boxes, each and every object or the box inside that will be having RFID tag as well. Each and every product inside that box will be having RFID tags as well. So as soon as the pallet enters the gate, each and every tag gets readed, whether it is pallet, whether it is box inside a pallet or an item or a product inside that box. So each and every information is being stored as soon as it enters the warehouse. Right? It also maintains the location of the product, and the data also is being stored parallelly. The mobility by the means of mobile reader is also provided, wireless contact with the database, So, and along with that, whenever the system wants to locate the particular product with some ID, will be traced as multiple readers are associated in the warehouse. While leaving, again, if pilot leaves for the outsourcing or to delivery, as soon as it exits the warehouse is been able to issue the invoice without any hesitation, because it knows where the product is and where it is stored. Let us consider another example of this smart factory where clothes are manufactured. So RFID tags are associated with each and every cloth. So again, this smart factory has a smart warehouse where the clothes stored in the boxes is checked at the entry point. If the box has, in this example, if the box has 60 clothes inside it, the box is okay and the test is passed. If it has less than that, the box is sent for the recheck. It is checked manually. Then they have the RFID smart smell. In that, your RFID tag has the information where and when this box is supposed to be stored, and at the exact same location these boxes are stored. So it is easy to identify the product as well. Then there's come the smart sorting where on the basis of the location or the store, how many number of items or which products are supposed to be stored, if there are missing pieces or not. So each and everything is done in the sorting. Here it is checked whether the required set of clothes or the products are there in the particular store wala box or not. Based on that, they are checked for the outgoing as well. In the outgoing, we consider if we need to have 60 clothes in each and every box to be shipped to the store, and if there is less than that, it is taken out and checked again manually with the RFID itself. How many number of products are there, which is the missing product. Based on that, it is again sorted and corrected, and the new labels are stuck. The last thing it comes is the sorting work. So based on the location, which product or which box is supposed to be sent at which location, based on that they are sorted. So that it is easier for the shipping as well. This RFID smart warehouse solution gives us the benefits receiving of goods management, warehouse management, outgoing management. Next application is production monitoring and maintenance. This is another important application or the widely used systems where RFID is implemented on production lines typically. The RFID gives control on assembly lines, indicating to the personnel where and what parts are to be integrated, minimizing the assembly errors and possible delays as well. The large or the famous example of this BMW uses a system designed and installed by the Siemens. The system places active RFID tags on finished vehicles. As vehicles are very costly, so we can afford to have an active tags associated with such a highly cost effective or highly costly vehicles. So they are placing those tags as they leave the production line to help the BMW workers instantly locate where the cars are supposed to be shipped to the vendors. Again, there are two subcategories: the RC system, asset management, facility management, airplanes, food and consumable goods. In these, they are supposed to be using the passive tax, whereas vehicles and process controls, which the processes itself are costly, so we can afford to have passive as well as the semi-passive tax. Let us understand this example of smart production tracking system. In this factory tour, they have a clothing manufacturing unit, right, where each worker has an desk associated with him. There are two types of cars has been held by this person. One is identity of an worker, and second holds the identity of or a job card. The task is supposed to do for whole day. There is a reader alongside each and every manufacturing unit. Consider a person is using a hands for the whole day. Then he is supposed to tap the card of his identity. That means he is going to work for the whole day or for this shift on this machine. After that, he is supposed to start his jobs. Whenever he is trying in swinging each and every hand, he is supposed to tap the job card. That simply means 1 unit of the production is being done by that individual. What this does is it helps an individual to identify or track his records. Along with that, it gives a better data assessment to the manufacturer or the organization or the manager, which helps him to identify the efficient worker as well. It also helps in the wages or the daily wages of that worker, because there might be a chance in 8 hours a person does or produce 20 different items, whereas another person in 8 hours does or produces the 50 different items. So that benefit is supposed to be given to that worker, and based on that the wages are supposed to be decided. So each and every person from organization to worker is being benefited by the system. So obviously it helps to enhance the production level or to enhance the costing as well. That is beneficial to both of them. Next application is product safety, quality and information. Basically most products can be labeled with RFID tags. So those tags can have different information associated with that product, ranging from the manufacturing date to the expiry date. There are platforms for tracking and tracing the goods that can be applied to the variety of applications. So a number of things can be done. In addition to that, the use of embedded sensors in RFID device allow the extension of basic identification capabilities, including the environment sensing. In the concept of perishable items, we can have or sense an environment. If you want to store certain product in an minus 20 degrees Celsius, then we can have a temperature sensor associated with those RFID tags, and along with that, the temperature will be sensed and looked after. Yes, the needed temperature is not there for this particular product. Such kind of things can be done. In addition to that, a commercial example comes from an Italian company called CAEN. It sells semi-passive tags, which include temperature sensor with a capacity of 8,000 samples. That means the sensor itself stores 8,000 samples of a data for the fresh and perishable food control. Then another example is in hospital management, where RFID can help in tracking patients to reduce the errors, or the inventory management or the medicine control can be done. In these, there are three subcategories. First is consumable goods, electronic goods, textile goods, and customer and information system. They are using passive tags, where fresh and perishable food can have semi-passive or active tag. As we know, the sensors can be attached along with those tags, so it needs to have another additional power supply. For that, they are supposed to be semi-passive or active tag. Then there are some pharmaceutical or e-healthcare products or the medicines. In that, we can have passive, semi-passive, or active tag depending upon the cost associated with each and every product. Let us see the example of cashierless grocery stores in the Chinas, where no person is attending the grocery store or the customers. There is a barcode or QR code at the entry point. You are supposed to scan that with the help of an mobile application. As soon as you scan the QR code, the door will open for you and you can enter the grocery store. After entering the grocery store, you can see there is no individual or the sales supervisor available. You just have to pick the products you want based on your requirement. Each and every product has an RFID tag associated with it. That RFID tag holds the information regarding the product, its name, its price, its expiry date, and several different applications. After collecting the products, you just have to place those products at the exit point, or even before that at the payment system, where you're supposed to place your collected products. A number of products you can collect depending upon the requirement. Those will be having an information stored in it, and once you want to leave, you just have to place those products on the reader, and as soon as you place them, the list will pop out. The list will pop out of all the products. The QR code will be generated. You're supposed to make the payment of this QR code through the mobile itself. Make a payment and you are done. Once you are done, those list of the product will be marked as sold, and you will be allowed to exit by taking this product with you. So once you are done the payment, a thank you message will appear on the screen. You can take this product. As soon as you want to leave the product, stand at the exit point, and with your products the door will open automatically and you can exit. So this automated system is helping in the grocery stores, where it helps to identify the product as well as the information regarding the product. Next application of RFID is access control and tracking and tracing of the individuals or the animals. RFID technology provides a useful approach to track and trace the individuals or the animals. There are different features provided by RFID, such as non-line of sight, contactless, smaller in size, nanotechnology. This provide an interesting result in terms of the application. Consider an example. Destroy Fairing provides RFID solution for cattle tracking that is ISO compliant on the frequency band of 134.2 kHz using a 15-digit identification number. So RFID tags are associated with the cattle and those are being tracked and traced by this organization. Biomarks is also using an RFID technology to implant chips in animals with models that can measure about 12.5 millimeter to 2.07 millimeters. So very small in size, almost 1 centimeter size, with some smaller frequency range and smaller weight. This can be implanted. These chips can be implanted in the animals, and the animals can be tracked and traced. Next is very cheap. It is also named termed as a very. It's a tag that looks like rice grain, a small chip of the size of a rice grain that can be inserted under the human skin for tracking people. Its current application include tracking emergencies in hospitals where injured people cannot talk. It's very cheap or some sort of application is very much implemented in the countries like Sweden, where around 3,000 people have inserted this chip inside them, and each and every information regarding the individual is being stored in that chip. Consider you have a small chip inserted inside the palm of your hand or around your fingers. So same chip can hold your employee login data, same chip can hold your credit card information, same chip can hold your bank information, same chip can hold your information regarding unlocking the access control of your doors. So each and every smallest of information regarding an individual is stored in that chip, and that can be used for several different purposes, and it is very much implemented in the countries like Sweden. There are more applications can be done, but the concept of privacy or the privacy issues are in between. So if the privacy issues are resolved, then it can be implemented more widely. Next is MIFARE. This is a technology that has been selected for the most contactless card. Its product portfolio includes products for applications such as loyalty cards, road tolling, access management, and gaming. This card supports the dynamic download of Java applications as well. There are certain metro systems like Tokyo which have implemented Suica cards for access control and ticket sales machines. In Paris and London, the metro access control works with contactless prepaid cards, as we have been seeing the same kind of cards available in the India as well in these days. So there is only one subcategory: access control system, person and animal tracking, where all three different types of tags, that is passive, semi-passive, or active tags, can be used based on the requirement or the need, depending upon the expenses associated with each and every feature. If the feature is costly, then the active tags can be used. If the feature is less costly, then the passive or semi-passive tags can be used. Let us consider this example of an employee tracking. Employee tracking is almost responsible of financial loss, the production cost, or the sales loss, or benefits in the sales. Each and everything is associated with the employees and their work culture. Normal process involves signing an attendance sheet at the desktop or the administrative desk. The tracking is done only at the entry and exit point. In between, tracking is not provided. So, in case if an employee is not work effective and is roaming around somewhere else in the working hours, is spending more time in the breaks, then it cannot be tracked. And in such situation, it is lost to the organization or the company. So in order to replace this, an RFID mechanism can be implemented where a small RFID chip is associated with the tag of the ID card of the employee or its uniform or somewhere around his logo also. So the remote attendance, cloud-based attendance can be monitored. Even the supervisor can know the location of an individual if he is going around or going out without any permission, and same can be marked. Live attendance can be marked based on his availability. The cloud-based attendance system can be used. Next application is loyalty membership and payment. The contactless smart cards, which we have been using for the ATMs. The similar kind of cards are used for the identification purpose in the membership affiliation cards or the loyalty membership card. The main advantage of this is fast and automated identification done by the reader. In June 2009, the American food chain Dairy Queen deployed a mobile reward loyalty program using RFID tags to send the coupons and offers to the consumer handsets, so on their mobile phones. Metro in Germany is also providing such kind of cards for the membership or the loyalty program. We know the Mastercard has provided a new contactless card to perform common transactions in stores. These cards are using the passive tags basically. Consider an example. You as an loyal member of a certain store in India or some fashion store, and on current situation, what is happening that you are supposed you have been given some cards with magnetic strips, but those cards you are using at the exit point. So the store manager or store owner doesn't know that loyal member or loyal customer has entered the store at the starting gate. He knows that information only at the exit point whenever you are swiping that card after making the payment. So consider a situation where you are having an RFID installed or a RFID installed card with you, and as soon as you enter, and sales manager or the owner knows that a loyal member who has bought several different products from our store has arrived in the store. Directly a specialized salesperson can attend that customer, and the more benefits can be served to the customer, as well as we can sell more number of goods or the products to him as well. So this will be beneficial for both the owner or the sales manager and the customer effectively. So this can be an effective way of RFID in loyalty or membership programs. In the last, there are some household applications. The control environments and smart homes in home networking benefit from the RFID technologies. Those are being able to identify and track the objects, provide the security solution by the means of access control. So if you are implementing an access control mechanism at the security doors in our home, that can be done. The inventory tracking and the location features can be used in household work. The example or commercial example of this is an RFID based fridge was developed by Samsung in 2007 that allows inventory tracking of products available in it and communicating via internet or short messaging service with its users. Consider we have a number of things or products or objects stored in our refrigerator, starting from vegetable to your costly items or the medicines. If we know each and everything about the product, then which product is out of stock in our home or which product needs to be thrown out due to the expiry date, if we can know each and everything, there might be a situation that we have a small product or small object stored in our refrigerator way long back and it is still useful, but we tend to forget it and we are still buying a new one irrespective of having the old available for the use. So it is lost to us. So in order to avoid that, if we have an RFID based fridge where readers are stored on the in the refrigerator, whereas each and every product has an tag associated with it, then we will be able to track the inventory for a home for home purpose as well. We will be able to throw out the expired medicines as well. So in this situation, all types of tags are suitable based on the application. So this is all for the application of RFID system. There are many more to be discussed or to be implemented based on the research to be done in the recent days.